double shot espresso drink. Bring on the day.
Chris, as a caffeine-aholic, does this seem like reality to you?
Yeah, I mean, the whole idea of that first jolt of caffeine, and the band begins to play, I can completely relate to that. So, and at first when I just watched this with the sound down and I wasn't aware of who the band was or what they were singing, and I see the guy drink the thing and then the band's fall into work, the commercial made me very happy the first time, but the second time and the third time and the fourth time, I just started getting really, really depressed.
That's what they're going for.
Which may be what if
caffeine
you stop
even more.
drinking want the caffeine, but only because first it's happy, but if you take a good look at this guy, in his head there may be a band following him around, but he's clearly going absolutely nowhere. And even the subtext somehow, the band is called Survivor, it's not called Success. And not only are they called Survivor, but the band themselves are not exactly a symbol of a career arc that you want to follow. And they actually wind up literally being elevator music in the commercial. I don't know how their management allowed that to happen. And I'm looking, I'm going, this is a commercial that says the best you're going to get is the caffeine buzz in the middle of the day, and the rest of your life is just going to suck.
Chris, this is a great commercial.
I
love this commercial. I thought it was clever on so many levels. Now that you've brought me down, I see some of the errors of my ways. But I mean, it works. You don't even have to know that Survivor. I don't know what the percentage of, but they look like a washed-up casino band, don't they?
That's what I mean.
They try not to look anything more than what they are. Middle-aged guys that had a hit, 25 years ago. Thanks to Sylvester Stallone, of all people. But they're in on it. The elevator thing, I think, is tongue-in-cheek. I think they get it. I love the way they change the lyrics and how they fulfill the fantasy we all have, like we have a soundtrack in our head.
Yes.
I mean, I've always got something going. I have some problems, but we have
turn it off.
We have that in, and I think
maybe that's just a bad filling. Did it ever occur to you that
I was wondering what that was. It didn't depress me at all, but I didn't watch it 8,000 times like Chris did. So.
I'm with Chris. I thought it was real downer. The guy, Glenn,
the guy's going
he's
nowhere.
in this really sterile apartment. The cabinets are white. The walls are white. His T-shirt is white. He's interchangeable with Roy. It's a complete Dilbert scenario.
Yeah, he's a loser, and they're
like
celebrating his, hey, be happy, because at least you can afford a double shot of espresso. You're not getting a Ferrari.
Yeah. Well, it's a problem of middle-class masculinity. Again, like what forms do they have they can go to? Maybe they can go to Rocky and they can be a parasite and suck out a little energy from the Italian stud who's working class and labors. But Glenn doesn't have any big fights to fight.
Jeez, I'm getting hot just listening to the Italian stud.
I actually really like this.
So there's the like side and the not like side.
I liked it also. When I thought about it more, I thought this poor schmuck's going nowhere.
Yeah, and I can see the question about masculinity, but it seems to me that it's important to that where this guy is in his career. It seems to me that this commercial is aimed at people who are just starting,
right out of
college. They're pretty young guys,
and so you can't talk about them not going anywhere yet. That's not apparent.
That's right.
I mean, this is obviously a single guy. At least the first guy we meet is single.
Yeah.
He seems to live alone. He's fairly young. He's probably works in a big office, from what we can tell. And I think going back to this whole loser aspect, don't you think most losers know they're losers? I mean, these guys may know that they haven't quite made it yet.
But you don't really see the commercial celebration of it very often.
No,
I
don't.
I don't think it's
and again, I thought it was a very
celebrating
funny, entertaining ad. And
here's
again,
a jolt out of my loser
I do agree.
day.
When I take that caffeine, I hear the band begin to play.
And he wants to be supervisor.
These guys have no traction.
Really
they're captive. They're passive, and all that they can look forward to is this double shot of espresso
and the soundtrack
in
their head,
like the caffeine drink from college, right? The Red Bull. They're not. I don't see that they have any place.
But
to
they
go.
changed the line from survivor to supervisor. He has goals. And those are believable. He doesn't want to be the next heavyweight
Someday
champion
you'll
of the world.
be mid-level, man.
Well,
I know,
yeah, exactly.
Really, I mean, if it was a gun commercial, that might be a good sell.
These guys are an industrial product and an industrialized world,
they're
just like
right
the
out of the
stadium
Chaplin
run.
movie. They're right out of.
Very
Oh,
sad.
jeez. God bless his dreams. I support them fully.
God bless his robotic dream.
Well, I actually also think that it's a very interesting sort of comment on media and on the way people live inside of media, because it's like My life is the musical.
My life is a music video.
You know, I mean,
Absolutely.
it really is, and I think people can really identify with that. And it reminds me of another commercial, the Cars.com commercial, where the girl's listening to the choir. He's got the choir.
Were we assigned to watch that?
No, we weren't.
No.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
God, I
didn't
panicked.
mean. Yeah, no.
Jeez.
But it just is. What I'm saying is that it just is a recognition that more and more people's imaginations are shaped by watching television, and that they live
They
in
think of their
vibrant-
lives as a movie with a soundtrack
Exactly,
and
exactly.
co-stars.
Just
And
put to sleep there, not woken
Whether
up
it's
and
an
put to sleep.
apparition or not. Time for our exit question. What does Glenn really need to advance his career? Chris?
a queer eye for the straight guy makeover. As long as he looks like a loser, no one's going to promote him.
Better backup band, maybe REO Speedway.
Christina?
A lifetime supply of amphetamines and a lobotomy.
A lobotomy? Holy
my
moly.
God. Oh, my God. No, a dad who's the CEO.
Or an ex-president, perhaps?
Exactly, or an ex-president, perhaps.
He needs to either break up with Roy or come out of the closet.